Hi, today is Saturday, December 29th. Taking a look at Etsy. This is the Etsy daily chart, looking out at all of 2018 and a preview into the year 2019. Here's the year line marking between 2018 and 2019. And as you can see, the low for Etsy was set back here in February. And then at some point in the summer, at the second half of the year, it made this tremendous gap up open, and it has held a support line and held this gap open all along. And even here in November, with the rest of the market pulling back, it only held gap support here around 37.50. That marks the halfway back for the year so far from the all-time high that it set back to the February 2018 low. So it's held in the upper half of its range very steadily. So unless you see this 37.51 break before it can make a new all-time high, really the path of least resistance is higher. Let's take a look a little closer in. And you can see that it has rallied for the last 4 days. And on Friday, it failed at the 10-day simple moving average, just like the S&P did. But it also failed at its 50 and its 100-day, where it had come up to resistance the previous few days. So if we come in on Friday and it fails here again, you might have something there. But if the market comes in strong and rallies on Monday for December 31st, then you're going to be looking at a move over the 10-day and a move against the 20-day simple moving average. So that will be your point that you can start looking at this from a short point of view. It's got to fail 51 to 52. That would be a possible short entry with a hard stop above, just above there. There's an unfilled gap at 54.34, and then of course it can go on to make a new all-time high. And if it were to go on and make a new all-time high, a couple of ideas here would be that it would move up enough to make the December low here, the halfway back point, meaning that this halfway back line would be raised up to here, and then this would be sort of the halfway back for 2018 and to get back to the 2018 low. This would be a new all-time high up at 67, so just about another $10 up. But if it were to take this entire range here and double it up over the course of the next 6 months or so, it's going to go all the way up to 78.58. So, and you can also incorporate in here what's going on is the 80 handle rule. If it moves back above, simply if it moves back above this 20-day simple moving average, it's moving back above 50, which gives it a very good shot to move up to 60. Its all-time high is 58.16, so obviously if it moves to 60, that's a new all-time high. You want to be a short this stock if it goes to a new all-time high, because there's like a cult favoriteness about this stock, and also with Valentine's Day coming up, it might get a bump up. It just all depends on what the overall market is going to do. But if the overall market isn't going to roll over, neither is Etsy. If the overall market is going to roll over, it's going to show you through Etsy that people are getting out by refusing to close above these simple moving averages. So you just have to pay attention to those in the near term. The first one, like I said, is here at the 10-day, and then the big one here is the 20-day simple moving average, because if it moves back above that, it's then back above all of its simple moving averages, all of them, the 200, the 100, the 50, the 10, and the 20-day. So you don't want to be shorting the stock there. You want to be waiting to see if it fails to make an all-time high. Then you can try a short. But if it makes a close above 58.30, you do not want to be short, because it's probably going up another $10, if not another $20. So you really need this failure at the 20-day and the 10-day, and if that works out, if it fails, it does at the very least have this big gap to fill, and if it breaks down below that gap, it could go all the way back to retest its 2018 low. There's one other targeting line that we can use in here by drawing a trend line down and seeing like maybe the start of a head and shoulders here. It could trade up like this and chop sideways here for, the first couple months of 2019 and then roll over from there. So really watch to see if it cannot make a new all-time high. If it raises back up to around $53 to $55 and can never really get any higher than that, that might be a short entry there. But you always have to watch these simple moving averages on this stock, because it has so much momentum. And you can see that it's very capable of putting on, $20 of price appreciation very quickly. And $20 means a lot when the stock is only $58 at its all-time high to begin with. Hope this helped you out. Have a good rest of your weekend.